So once again it's time for component close-up. Now I've had a look at in a previous video at a component which was in a glass envelope like a valve, but it wasn't a valve. It turned out to be a quartz crystal. Today we've got this thing which is also in a glass envelope like a valve or vacuum tube, but isn't a valve. It doesn't have the electrode structure of a valve, and it hasn't got the shiny getter material at the top. If we compare it with an actual valve, which I have over here, this is a Mullard, so a DAF91. It's got the same number of pins, 7 pins on the bottom there, metal pins coming through the glass, same as our component. But it has on the top the sealing pip and this shiny getter material which is used to maintain the vacuum in the valve. We haven't got that in this thing. It's clear all the way to the top. It's a little bit difficult to see, but that is actually clear all the way to the top. So what is this thing? Well, there's a clue on the back. It's nearly worn off, but it says ORP something on the back there, and I can just about make out up at this end of it. There's a Mullard logo, all worn off now, and you really can't read what it used to say. But ORP made me think, well, that's the prefix that is used for light-dependent resistors. Things like this, which is an ORP12 and made by Mullard. So this little thing here, Mullard ORP12, got some gold fingers on the top. It's all plastic. This thing is all made of plastic. Clear plastic on the top and this dark blue and black layer at the bottom. So this is a light-dependent resistor. This is a resistor which will conduct electricity when it's exposed to light. Made in Holland. So okay, what can we say about this thing? Is this also a light-dependent resistor? Well, it's got those gold fingers in and it's got some sort of material behind them. Maybe it is. So can we find out? Can we actually test this thing and show that it really is a light-dependent resistor, or as it used to be called sometimes, a photoconductive cell, or a PCC. I remember seeing circuits in everyday electronics and they would call this type of thing, the ORP12, they'd call this a PCC, or a photoconductive cell, which tells you that it ought to conduct electricity when it's exposed to light. Well, if that's the case, then we can have a go and see if we can. There we go. There's some wires on there, a couple of crocodile clips. Okay, it's obviously at the moment under my camera lighting rig. It's exposed to light, and with one of my smallest, I think this probably is my absolutely smallest digital multimeter. It's a Skytronic model 600.005. I do like this little thing. It's only small, but I do like this little meter. Sure enough, it's on resistance. We've got the resistance range 20k down there. Reads 0.16k, so that is 160 ohms with it exposed to light. If I cover it up a little bit, it does go up. Interesting. So I have prepared earlier a little plastic bag. It's a black plastic conductive bag that we can slip over here just to cover the thing up and get the light to go away. Now look at that. Oh, we're over range. So we got the thing up to now 16k with it nearly covered up. I'm just going to change range on the meter to the next range up. So there we have it down at 0.3 of a k, cranking it up there as it's covered up. It goes up to 20k, there we go, 50k, 70k, 100k. So that's the photoconductive cell, or light-dependent resistor. In the dark, it's a high resistance, and if I remove the sleeve there, it comes way down to under a K. So that's what I reckon this is. This is a photoconductive cell or light-dependent resistor in a glass envelope like a valve. There's no sign of a date code that I can make out on this thing. I wouldn't like to say when it was made, maybe 1960s. Modern photoconductive cells, much smaller. Even this ORP12 that I'm comparing it with, even this is large by modern standards. Modern ones are smaller still. Here's a tinier one, which for some reason has 3 legs. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's 2 photoconductive or light-dependent resistors in one package. Don't know on that one. Much more common nowadays is the phototransistor. I couldn't find a really new one. So here's an OCP70, the traditional germanium phototransistor. So this is an ordinary OC70 in a clear package, and you can just about see the silicon, the germanium chip in there. So this is a much more common thing to see today, would be a phototransistor, but back in the day we had these photoresistors. I wonder what it was used for. I wonder why this was made in this package. What was it for? I'd love to know. Anyway, there we have it. Photoconductive cell or light-dependent resistor in a package like a valve. Still seems to work okay. So that's today's component close-up.